Okay, so I just want to address an elephant in the room that I feel like nobody is discussing in the whole Tabitha Brown and Target conversation and like the boycotting. So, Tabitha Brown is a wealthy person. A lot of the brands that they're bringing up that are in Target are not small brands. They may have were small businesses at one point and they made it to Target. Not trying to say that like that's not a good feat or anything like that. I definitely understand the logistics of everything. I totally understand, wanting to keep the spot that you've worked hard for and secure for yourself. But like, let's stop treating this conversation as if these are struggling small businesses. These are people who are bringing in millions of dollars. And I know they don't keep everything that they profit, but they're bringing in a lot of money and they're not struggling. I think it's very irresponsible to ask low and middle class people who will very likely be tangibly affected by a lot of the things that are occurring to spend their money at a place to benefit you and your comfort. Because if we're weighing the greater good of the community, what's more important, to actually make a stand and do something so that things could possibly change for some of our most vulnerable people in our community, or to keep shopping in Target so you don't come off the shelves? Which I don't even like the argument that you should want to be in a place or strive or claw to be in a place that doesn't want you there anyway. Even that whole thing is a fallacy. You're saying that they're going to keep winning if we boycott, but if we keep going there, they're still profiting off of the money that we're spending there. So it's like, okay, they're winning either way. It's basically like we're playing against ourselves with no prize. Even when it comes to the people like discussing like that they would boycott, a lot of people weren't even committing to an indefinite boycott. A lot of people were just committing to boycott for the month of February. So let's keep that in mind too. So it's like, if you're boycotting for the month of February, you're telling me that you and all these other large businesses can't take a pay cut for a month while we try to at least make our voices be heard in some kind of way, which our dollar is the most important way for our voices to be heard. Not only that, but Tabitha Brown provided a course of action for us, but she said nothing that she was willing to do, all that she's just stuck and she can't do anything for a year. She didn't provide any course of action for herself, not even aspirations of a course of action that she would take. She didn't even provide anything now. You have a lot of money. You could donate to local initiatives that help people who will be affected by DEI rollbacks. You could have, came up with a way to support Target workers who are working there now, who can't quit their jobs, who are affected about this stuff. But you're just giving us an action so that you could stay in a place that there's no place for us anyway. The reason you shouldn't even want to be in a place that forces you to have this conversation. So yeah, I feel like, we're gonna need Black voices. We're gonna need, our own